folks. Who can go wrong with some Monday Night Hockey? My name is Peter Zod. Thank you all very much for tuning in on the World Sports Network. It is a big game 4 here in St. John's as the Winterhawks have a 2-1 series lead right now. Looking to make it a 3-1 series lead for them. Starting goaltenders for either end. Turbocharge in net for the St. Augustine Armada. And the guy who's been rock solid so far in this series, Stanley Cup World in net for the Winterhawks. We're underway with Ninja Semyon back for the Winterhawks as he's right in for them, but he can't get the puck, and now to be back the other way. Here comes a chance. That was Sixnista. That one was blocked, and now to be Sonic, who had his first career goal the other day, and it was the game winner for the Winterhawks the other night, so you gotta feel he's feeling pretty good heading into this game as it's back into the Armada defensive zone here where Zach will control it, and it's up to Wyman V. He'll at least get a piece of it before it gets to Trojan, and now Trojan can't clear it. Here comes Sixnista looking to get a chance here as they can't, now to be RJ keeping it in here, but Sonic trying to get back to it. Here comes a chance for Sixnista again, but that one's centered, and a great save made by Stanley Cup World. The rebound's getting poked towards the net. Sixnista trying to stuff it. He can't. So a great sequence here for Stanley Cup World, who's been tested often and early tonight. Here comes Atano. He was checked, and now Elite will fight to get it back, and he will try to go boards. It ended up hitting Rotation's arm, and so it stayed in only for a moment, though, as it's cleared away again. Winterhawks defense the other night paid dividends as they won Game 3 1-0 via a Sonic on Adderall poke check goal that sent everybody into a frenzy here in St. John. As there's a shot, that one goes wide. I think it was Rotation that had that one. And it's Atano and Sauce-Oriel on the ice. As here comes a chance at Stanley Cup World. Makes a big save there, and he's going to be able to cover. So 3 shots for the Armada. Obviously, they are desperate for some offense, considering they have had zeros on the board the last couple games. They are desperate to get something back here as we're about 2 minutes into the first period so far, and no score for either end, but 3 shots for the Armada so far. As there comes another one, and a big save made. Sixnista trying to tuck it. He can't. As he comes close for the Armada to open the scoring. As here comes a chance, and another save made by Stanley Cup World. The Armada have come out on fire right now. Winterhawks have been doing a good job, though, keeping them to the outside as Edge Goon gets it back. He can't clear it. Bad clearing attempt there by Edge Goon. This time it'll make it out. As Zach gets a hold of it here for the Armada, he's going to try and send it down. He delayed a little too long. Here comes Sonic, who had his first career goal the other night, looking to get another one, but unfortunately he was checked. Now Ninja Semyon heading the other way for the Winterhawks. He got caught using some illegal flags, but he's back in action now for the Winterhawks. And I believe he was absent for the last 2 games as well, so there is that to factor in for them. RJ not able to clear it. Here comes Sonic on the hard forecheck here on Zach. Now Zach will get a hold of it. He's checked by Sonic, and unfortunately the puck wasn't able to go further to the net as it got away from him. And now it'll be Trojan sending it up to Atano nicely. Atano, oh boy, probably was better taking on the backhand there as he tried to deke. Unfortunately, the man was already there. Probably should have just taken it for the backhand straight for a shot. As that one's into the Armada zone again as we are 6:33 to here into the first period. 5 shots for the Armada, none for the Winterhawks so far. Here comes Gaz with a shot. Big save made by Stanley Cup World, and the rebound's cleared away. Now Gaz trying to turn and burn and get it towards the net. Elite sends Gaz flying. What a hit on him. And now Atano sends that one right on a turbo. Oh my goodness, that got right through to him. He's had a couple of those moments where The pucks just float straight over him. And it's a great chance here for the Winterhawks again, and Turbo is going to make the save, as that was almost the snipe of the century from Itano, but it stays out. So it'll be Sonic and Ninja Semyon on for the Winterhawks, and it'll be RJ Sixnista on for them. As here comes a chance off the draw. It's off of Turbo's glove and just wide of the net. That was right off the face-off. Ninja Semyon had a good chance there for the Winterhawks, but it wasn't able to get it towards the net. Now here comes Ninja Semyon. He cleared up nicely. Here comes Ninja Semyon shooting. Big block there by Zach. And he'll clear it away himself. Now here comes Sixnista with a chance here for the Armada. His shot gets right on the Stanley Cup World. The rebound still loose in the crease. Where is it? And it's eventually going to be found by Stanley Cup World. I am not going to mention anything about how long he's gone without allowing a goal or anything like that, because quite frankly, the commentator jinx still exists, unfortunately, so not looking to jinx anybody tonight. As Ninja Semyon pokes that or won the face-off, but ended up being poke check. Now here comes a chance. Big save made by Stanley Cup World again, and he's going to be able to stuff it. 9 shots for the Armada. 2 for the Winterhawks. 5:26 to go in this action-packed first period, as Stanley Cup World once again has been brilliant in this series. And so has the Winterhawks defense so far. As here comes a chance. That one's blocked by Elite. Sonic's going to try and head the other way. He couldn't. Now it'll be Ninja Semyon. The puck was a little too fast for him. That one ends up on Turbo, so Zach will quickly clear it. YMNV has that one. It was blocked by Elite, and he'll send it back the other way. A little too fast for Ninja Semyon or anybody else to handle, for that matter. And now to be Ninja Semyon getting it back. He's going to send it over to Sonic. He tried to take a quick backhand. It was off of his stick and just wide. Now he's going to look to center it, but Zach will poke check him and send it up the ice. Elite gets it back here for the Winterhawks. He's going to shoot it right on. That was nearly towards the net. As here comes Ninja Semyon now. Ninja Semyon trying to cut towards the net. He can't. As he's poke check now. Rotation and Ninja battling on the boards here. And Ninja has some support as Sonic is looking to poke it straight towards the net. But he doesn't have anything. And now to be Gaz trying to clear it. He will get it on the second try. Now he's going to take it up himself. He's going to take the shot. Oh, Trojan. Blocked that nicely, except it almost got straight towards his own net. As that one's blocked down by Elite. Now to be Gaz at the blue line. He's checked immediately. And now Elite keeps Gaz away for a moment. Now Gaz turning, trying to get towards the net. 4 minutes remaining here in the first period. Armada have 9 shots. So the Winterhawks have 3 right now. We'll see how long this lasts. Here comes a shot. It's off the post. Gaz was turning and firing. Now he's going to look to try and shoot again, but Winterhawks all over him. Now here comes Gaz. Centering it. Great pass in rotation. Couldn't get a stick on it, as it was probably going a little bit too fast. And now rotation. Trying to center it for him, for his teammate Gaz, but he won't be able to. And now it'll be up and cleared as Atano Prod gets a hold of it. Here come the Winterhawks. Atano is right on. Atano across. Here's Sauce-Oriel waiting, shooting. It's blocked. A great block, as it ended up being a line change. Gaz, I think, was right near the bench, and so he was following Atano, and he ended up getting kicked off by the AI there. So as here's a great chance as Stanley Cup World gets a block or the glove on it, and now it'll be a Ninja Semyon the other way. Mishandled it for a second. Now he gets it back. Ninja Semyon going towards the net. Backhand. It's blocked. Armada came back nicely and collapsed there as Ninja Semyon gets all over his man, and he's able to get the puck back. It's in the corner now. Ninja Semyon trying to turn. Doesn't really have anywhere to go, and now he's going to get it back on the back forehand here. Taking the shot. Turbo doesn't have it. They score again. Sonic has his second of the finals. Right place at the right time. And the St. John Winterhawks are off and running again. First Sonic is literally on Adderall. Right place at the right time. Pokes it in. And it's 1-0 Winterhawks on their 5th shot. And just like that, the Armada are once again looking at another goal against them here in the final, as the Winterhawks have been on fire all playoffs long and are certainly proving to be a tall task to try and get by. As here comes Atano, he's checked by Gaz. Now Gaz will try and get down towards the middle. He can't as Elite. We'll get it back for only for a moment. Here comes Gaz. Right through. Here comes Gaz to the net. What a save by Stanley Cup World. He absolutely robbed Gaz with the blocker. And now here comes a shot. It's off of Stanley Cup World again and out of play. My goodness me. Stanley Cup World has been absolutely amazing this series. As here comes Atano, he's going to poke it up. So Sorial trying to get onto it here for the Winterhawks. He will be able to, only for a moment though. Here comes Gaz taking the shot. It's blocked by Elite before it can make it towards the net. Now Gaz gets another one. His shot is stopped by Stanley Cup World, and he's going to cover it. With 1:48 to go here in the first, the Armada already have 15 shots. So they are sending absolutely everything right now at Stanley Cup World, and he so far has been up to the task. Once again, really appreciate you all tuning in today, as we had a rescheduled Game 6, ended up being Game 4 today, and so that's how this game came to fruition. And now here comes Sixnista with a chance. Sixnista's blocked by Trojan, as his shot nearly got through the wall that the Winterhawks have put up in that middle, right where Stanley Cup World is. As here comes RJ. He's checked, and now Atano will just send it the other way. As Gone Wild is going to get a hold of it. He barely got that out, but it'll end up working for Sixnista. Here comes Sixnista off the right wing. Sixnista taking the shot. Middleman Chaos comes in and blocks it. It has been all defense for the Winterhawks so far, as we've hit the final minute and 10 seconds. Sixnista in the corner. He's not able to get by Elite. Now here comes Sixnista trying to wrap it. Oh, there was a chance there. The Stanley Cup World was going the wrong way, but it ends up hitting the crossbar and stays out. And now it's cleared away. 16 shots for the Armada, but none have gone by so far. Here comes Sixnista looking to change that. He's going to get hard on the forecheck here. Sixnista looking to center it. Here comes the chance. Here comes Sixnista's shot. Stopped by Stanley Cup World. Rebounds loose in the crease. And it's cleared away again. And Sonic will put that one to bed. Here comes Ninja Semyon now for the Winterhawks. Ninja Semyon trying to cut towards the middle. He was already checked. And now he's going to tag up real quick and head in on the forecheck, as that one makes it towards Gaz. It was a little too far in front of him. So Middleman will just send it up the ice. Here comes Ninja Semyon and Sonic. Sonic has 2 goals in 2 finals games. He's got to be feeling it. Even though it was a poke check goal, it still doesn't matter. They will take it, as here comes a shot right on Stanley Cup World. It's off of his blocker, I think, and pushed to the corner. Ninja Semyon trying to fall on it here to end the first period, as that is it. The first period's over. The Winterhawks once again have opened the scoring. So there is something that has been something that the Armada have not been able to get over right now, is stop the bleeding. The Winterhawks have been on absolute fire. And it has quite the task to stop this Winterhawk offense, which has not stopped scoring since they've joined the playoffs. All right, we're back underway here with the second period as the intermission was over. Gaz is back onto it here for the Armada. He's trying to head the other way. Atano gets in his way. And now Elite gets it back. He's going to pass it up to Sauce Oriole. Takes that puck nicely. His shot was blocked by Satchke Reader, who will head the other way. Elite gets right onto it first, though, in front of him. And now Zach will get it back here for the Armada. He's going to send it over and into the Winterhawks the defensive zone, where Elite gets it back and sends it out off the glass and away. Now here comes Atano the other way. Atano's poke checked, and now he'll get it back. Here comes Atano. He's got some space. He'll center it. Oh, it's off a defenseman. Oh, they score! They score! Sauce Oriole pokes it by. It hit a couple skates, but it doesn't matter. Sauce Oriole, and it's 2-0 Winterhawks. A fantastic drive to the net. And that's where the Winterhawks have been going and succeeding. And it's 2-0. Sauce's first goal of the final. And the task for the Armada just gets that much deeper now, as it's 2-0. Here comes a chance. It's all over the glass and out of play as that one hit a hand. As the Armada have 19 shots, and they've got to be thinking, what do we got to do to solve Stanley Cup World? He has been rock solid this whole final so far. We'll see how the Armada end up trying to get one by, as here comes Six Nista with a chance and a big save made again. Because I think it hit a stick and out of play. So it's 2 goals on 7 shots for the Winterhawks. It was another poke check goal, but once again, it does not matter. All that matters is that it's a goal on the board. Ninja Semyon wins the faceoff. Now here comes Zach. They've sent up the defenseman for now, as here comes a chance for Six Nista. That's blocked. Now it's offside as the puck came out of the zone. And I mean, we gotta think that the Armada were the favorites in this heading into the series, considering on paper they had the better offense, and clearly that is not the case so far, as the Winterhawks have done an absolutely amazing job at keeping the Armada at bay. And for now, at least, you never know what can happen in a series. As here comes a chance! Stanley Cup World, another save! And it's loose, and it's cleared away. Here comes RJ. He's going to put it behind the net, but middleman Chaos will get a hold of it first. Now here comes Ninja Semyon here. Zach will get a hold of it. Sonic missed it. And now it'll be Six Nista, but he's checked by Edge Goon. And it'll be sent back out to center, where RJ gets a hold of it here for the Armada. He's checked by Ninja Semyon, though. Here comes Ninja Semyon looking to inflict some more wounds here, but he cannot, as that one's cleared. 2 minutes into the second period, Ninja's offside as the puck was a little too far behind him. And so we'll have a stoppage. The Armada have literally been throwing everything at Stanley Cup World. They have 20 shots already. You guys might not know how insane that actually is, but for reference, the last time I saw 20 shots in this entire series was probably Game 1 when the Armada won. And right now, they are trailing 2-0. So that is a huge factor right now. As here comes Sauce Oriole. Nice move. Trying to pass it across as Atano was right off to his left, but unfortunately he couldn't get it to him. Now here comes Gaz. He's going to take the shot. It was a little too far wide, but now he'll go after it on the forecheck. He was lagging a little bit, but it'll stay in. Here comes Gaz with a shot. Hey, no! What a save! It goes off the post, and it stays out as it was on the goal line. And Stanley Cup World indistinctively doesn't move that much, as that could have knocked into it. He could have knocked it into his own net, but he kept it out as it hit the goal line. And now it's going to be sent towards the net again, and a massive save by Stanley Cup World. as that one's going to bounce over the net. Here comes a poke check here. Rotations right through, but it was only for a moment as it's cleared to the corner. Now Gaz with a shot, stopped by Stanley Cup World again. Now the rebound, Sasuke Reader won't get a hold of it as Gaz is in the corner now. Sauce-Oriole, nice moves right through him. Here comes Sauce-Oriole the other way. He's going to pass it across to Atano. Atano looking to take the backhand here. He's not able to as Sasuke Reader saw that. And now it's going to be dumped back in by Sasuke Reader. And now it's off Stanley Cup World. The rebound is right there as Gaz was looking for a poke check, but he couldn't get it as the Winterhawks beat him to the punch. And now it'll be Gaz sending it back in deep as that one's off Stanley Cup World as well. Most of those shots have just been off of board bounces, so I guess we do have to factor that. So realistically, still 18 shots of those have ended up on net as Ninja Tano gets sent flying by Sonic. In an effort, he was trying to send the other guy flying, but ended up working out. Here comes Sonic! Oh, it's off the post! He nearly had his second of the game! What a story for the rookie. As Edge Goon gets a hold of it. Try to clear it. YM&V. Now Sonic will come back and help him out. As now he'll poke check the puck here and try to backhand it the other way. He couldn't, and now it'll be Edge Goon recovering here for the Winterhawks and clearing it. As here comes Ninja Semyon. He'll just dump it into the corner here, looking to kill a little bit of time as there's 6:05 to go here in the second period. Still 7 shots for the Winterhawks. 25 for the Armada. Technically only 18, considering a few of those shots ended up being board bounces. As it's into the corner now where it ends up right on Turbo. But he's luckily there to keep that away. Now here comes a chance, but Zach gets sent flying by Ninja Semyon, I think. There was a couple bodies in there, so it's kind of hard to see who was what. And now here comes Gaz, but Middleman Chaos keeps him away. As the Armada just have had nothing going. The Winterhawks have been absolutely locking them up right now. And there has been no solving it so far for the Armada, as they've just been doing basically the same thing over and over again. We'll see if maybe they can do something different. As here comes Atano. He's going to be checked, though, as Sauce-Oriole is going to fight to get it back, as well as Atano. It'll make it up to the blue line where Gaz gets a hold of it. He sends it right just wide of Stanley Cup. Well, now he gets it back, and a massive shot that's unfortunately just wide. Now it'll be turned the other way. Here comes Atano with Sauce-Oriole. Atano just sends it in deep as he's probably trying to kill a little bit of time, and it ended up not working as Sixnista got a hold of it. And he'll send it in deep as Trojan. Oh my goodness, it went straight towards the net, and it's wide. Knocked wide by Stanley Cup World as Trojan accidentally went backwards, and the puck followed him. As that one's cleared down the ice. Now it's going to be right on to Ninja Semyon here on the boards, as Ninja Semyon has Sonic on his left, but unfortunately couldn't get it past the pile there. And now it'll be Sonic trying to keep it in, and now it'll be cleared away as Sixnista will send that in deep. As here comes YM&V, he's going to be checked, and now RJ will get it back here for the Armada. He'll turn and get away from Sonic and send it in deep. As that one's behind the net. Oh, that hit Stanley Cup World's pad. Trojan's right there to help him out. It didn't help him out. Another save. Rebound is cleared away again. That one gets to Stanley Cup World, and what a save. He turned around and grabbed it again. Absolutely unbelievable. From Stanley Cup World right now, looking like prime Robberino. Not saying Robberino's out of his prime either. Let me make that very clear. As here comes a chance right off the face-off. They score! Gaz finally breaks through Stanley Cup World. It was right off the face-off. Gaz finally breaks through the wall, and the Armada are on the board. 30 shots for the Armada, though. So there is that to factor in it. As the Armada are only trailing by one with 3:39 to go here in the second period. Looked like Wario wanted a review for FPS capping, except he was kidding, as here comes Gaz now off the face-off again. He'll dump it in as Middleman Chaos gets a hold of it. He can't clear it. Here comes Gaz. Here comes the Armada again. His shot, big save made by Stanley Cup World, and the rebound's cleared away. As the voice is starting to crack, as here comes Atano trying to clear it away. He can't, as Gaz is all over him, and now Atano sends Gaz flying. And now Elite can't clear it as the puck's falling back. Now Gaz gets it hit again. Oh my. As he was offside still, but now it ends up bouncing nicely for Gaz. Here comes Gaz looking for his second. But he's going to be cleared away, excuse me, as probably have to take a bit of a break to let my voice recover, but Zach will get it back here for the Armada, and he'll send it right on. Stanley Cup World makes a save. Now the rebound is cleared away by Middleman Chaos. A great save there. As that one's dumped in, Elite will settle it down here for the Winterhawks. 2:35 to go here in the second period. Here comes Ninja Semyon. Nice little turn. Ninja Semyon towards the backhand. It was knocked away. And now Sonic will help him out and keep it on his stick. And now Ninja Semyon is double teamed by RJ and YM&V. But now Ninja Semyon trying to get right through. Ninja Semyon gets it back again. He's being held in the corner as the Armada definitely don't want to allow any more goals. 2:10 to go here in the second period. That one's reversed and Zach will let it go. As YM&V was there first and he'll send it down the other way. Less than 2 minutes to go now, folks. Here we go. A Stanley Cup World won't take any chances and grabs it as it fell from behind the net. Wow, it has been a crazy game here as the score is still in favor of the Winterhawks right now, but with 32 shots on net, anything could have happened, and sure enough, the Armada finally broke through the wall of Stanley Cup World. And now here comes Sauce Oil once again. He's going to send it over to Atano. Oh, unfortunately, the pass was a little over his stick. Now Atano trying to send it towards the net. He's going to be able to get it back here for the Winterhawks, only for a moment, though, as YM&V gets it. But it was a little too far in front of him, and now Elite will get it back here and send it right up to Sauce Oil nicely. Sauce Oil right through. Sauce Oil to the backhand. What a save by Turbo! Turbo gets his turn to make a big save. As here comes Elite now. As Sauce Oil put some sauce on that one and nearly got through. But a huge save for the Armada. And now the puck's going to go out of play. So they believe the faceoff is going to stay in the Armada zone here. As that was where it was shot from. The Armada have 4 times the shots the Winterhawks do. Yep, but only the numbers on the board, the big board, matter. The face-off is won by Ninja Semyon as the Winterhawks look to forge up. Unfortunately, it was blocked, and now it'll be Edgegood getting it back here for the Winterhawks, and he'll send it in deep. It misses everybody except Ninja Semyon. We got the final minute of the second period here as Satchke Raider gets it up here for the Armada. He's going to get up to center and send it in deep. Middleman Chaos try to play the boards. Here comes a chance and a big save made by Stanley Cup World. The rebound ended up getting right on him thanks to his own defenseman. As Gaz behind the net, he's checked by Middleman Chaos, and now to be still held to the boards as Ninja Semyon's back to help out his defense. Unfortunately, it ends up right on Stanley Cup World again. But it's cleared away, and now Sonic will clear it away. 29 seconds remaining. As that one ends up on Zach. Ninja Semyon goes after it. He missed it. And now to be a rotation, heading it up to Sixnista. Sixnista, nice little turn. Sixnista going to the middle. Sixnista taking the shot. What a save by Stanley Cup World. The rebound is covered with 11 seconds to go here in the second as the 36th shot ended up on net. Boy, oh boy, what a game it has been. As RJ, with the face-off attempt, his shot was blocked, and now there's another one that goes wide. 5 seconds to go here in the second. Here comes a shot. It's blocked by Sauce Oriole. It'll be held in the corner, and that's going to do it for the second period. The Winterhawks, once again, will have the lead heading into the third period. As we are just about to hit the rest of the intermission here is Ninja Semyon. And the Winterhawks so far have been looking good. We'll see how the rest of this game unfolds. As here we go, big third period underway. 36 shots for the Armada, 8 for the Winterhawks, but 2 have gone by Turbo. And now here comes Ninja Semyon. What a move! Ninja Semyon heading the other way. Ninja Semyon always checked. And now Edgegoon will try and get it back here. As Ninja Semyon put it on the moves, but unfortunately couldn't finish that. As it's dumped in. Now Sonic will keep it in here. He pushes it to the corner. RJ will get it around, and it misses everybody except for Edgegoon. And now it'll be cleared back into the Winterhawks defensive zone, where Edgegoon gets it back, and he'll just softly send it back the other way, as the Winterhawks probably looking to protect the lead a little bit. As here comes the chance. Turbo is forced to cover it, as that one came really close to the crease there off the bounce. So we're just about 50 seconds into the third period here, as the Winterhawks ended up with 9 shots here, so starting to get onto the shot clock, even though not even close to what the Armada have put up. But so far, the Winterhawks have been opportunistic and taking every advantage they can get. As Atano is on the forecheck here on Gaz. Gaz is checked by Atano. Now Atano gets it across. Soriel tried to poke it towards the net, but unfortunately it was a little too far away and too fast, and now it'll be cleared. As here comes Z rotation off of the blocked attempt. Now here comes Sauce Oriole the other way. Sauce Oriole, nice check there by the Armada defenses. Sauce Oriole, what a chance there. As he managed to get the shot off. It was a massive tight angle, but nearly got it. Now here comes Gaz looking to center it. His teammates weren't there yet, so it ended up not working out, as rotation gets right on Atano, but now Elite will poke it towards the boards and clear it away. 8:20 to go here in the third. So far, shots have been in absolute favor of the Armada, but they only have 1 on the board to the Winterhawks 2, and now we'll see if Ninja Semyon can make a difference here. As here comes Ninja Semyon. He's going to pass it across. Here's Sonic. What a shot. Big save made. Rebound's loose, and Turbo can't cover it. It's loose again. It's just behind him. They score! Ninja Semyon finishes it off again. Batman! And it's 3-1 Winterhawks on their 12th shot. And it's his first of the finals. What a great drive by the Winterhawks on that one. And the Winterhawks have restored a 2-goal lead. And what could prove to be a huge goal for Ninja Semyon, as here they come again. Here comes Sonic, but he's going to be checked by RJ. And RJ will send that back into the Winterhawks defensive zone. Here comes Six Nista right through, but unfortunately the bounce couldn't get towards the net. And now it'll be Six Nista getting it back here in the corner. As Sonic on Adderall will get it back and send it out of the zone. As Zach will send it back the other way. Goes behind the net. Sonic does a nice job settling that one down and sending it back in deep. As Zach will let that one go to Satch K. Raider. Oh, ended up getting past him. Here comes Ninja Semyon, but he's going to be checked. Now here comes Gaz. He's going to send it back in deep. Oh, that just missed the net, as That one went up there. Loaded up the lines a little bit as Gaz and Sixnista together with Saj K. Reader. So far, they've been held to the boards right now as here comes Gaz right through, trying to center it for Sixnista, but unfortunately nothing there as the Winterhawks do a nice job collapsing, and now Elite will try and send it the other way. Gaz will get poke checked and it's sent the other way as here comes Atano. He's going to try and stay on Gaz's Elite. Will stay right behind him there, and now Gaz is checked again by Elite, and Elite will send it the other way now as here comes Sauce Oriole and receiving it nicely. Sauce Oriole. And he's checked by Rotation, but he's going to stick with it, though, and it's in the corner, where Rotation will settle it down here and send it the other way. Or so I thought, as Atano keeps it in nicely, but unfortunately was not able to get it back, as Gaz ends up sending it out of play. Sauce Oriole and Atano have been extremely good for the Winterhawks, and ever since they made the transition to Tier 1, they've been working on their game. As they have both improved massively, as well as Ninja Semyon, so there is that to factor in. Stanley Cup World was on that team last year, the Concord Minutemen, that lost to the Wheeling Thunderbirds when the Thunderbirds won their first ever Tier 1 championship last year. And this year, he's on the Winterhawks. We're looking to make some BMHL history as the Tier 2 champions from last year, looking to be the Tier 1 champions this year, are certainly looking that way right now. But we'll see how the rest of this game goes and the rest of this series, as you never know what can happen. As here comes Sixnista, he's checked by Edge Goon, and that'll be sent the other way and down. As that one's sent right on. Edge Goon will block that one down. What was I going to say? Oh, Stanley Cup World. Yeah, last year he played for the Concord Minutemen and is probably feeling now like he's on top of the world because he has been extremely good for his new Winterhawks team, and I am certain they're going to keep him. As Atano will get it back here for the Winterhawks. He tried to send it the other way. Saj K. Reader will get it back, and it goes behind the net where Trojan gets a hold of it here. And can't clear it. Here comes Saj K. Reader, but he's going to be checked by Trojan. And now he'll be kept wide for now. Here comes Saj K. Reader with a shot. Saved by Stanley Cup World. Rebounds loose. They're trying to tuck it in. They can't as it's put to the corner now. Less than 5 minutes to go here for the Armada. The time's starting to become an enemy for the Armada again. Here comes Sauce Oriole the other way for the Winterhawks. Sauce Oriole's poke checked. But now Zach will send it up the other way. Here comes Gaz. He's checked by Atano, though. Gaz will get it back only for a moment, though, as Atano will send it across the other way. Sauce Oriole will get there first and battle Rotation, but Rotation gets it. Here comes Z Rotation with a shot. It's blocked down by Elite. And that'll be to the boards here where Rotation gets by Elite. Rotation still trying to get it towards the net. As here comes Rotation. Wyman V as well trying to get it towards the net. Here comes RJ now. RJ taking the shot. It's blocked by Middleman Chaos. And now Sonic will poke it to the boards. RJ keeps it, but only for a moment as he's able to keep it in now at the blue line. As the Armada have ended up with 39 shots on net. Less than 4 minutes to go now in the third period as time is starting to become of the essence for the Armada. As here comes Sixnista trying to tuck it in. It's a big chance here. And the Winterhawks managed to keep that one out. I think Stanley Cup World managed to get a piece of it, and then the defender, whichever one, I don't know who, because there was a billion people behind the net there. Could not see exactly who it was. But it was a huge save there by the Winterhawks defense and Stanley Cup World. As Edge Goon will send it down the other way. As here comes Gaz the other way for the Armada. Gaz will take the shot. It goes off of the wall. Did that on purpose because he saw the hands were already up, so ended up trying to play a bounce. It ended up going to Sixnista, but he's checked. And now Saj K. Reader will send it back in deep again. As Trojan, the Armada certainly going to pressure now as they are going to be all going all out. As here comes Atano with Sauce Oriole. Sauce Oriole heading the other way. But only for a second as Rotation will get in his way and send it over right to himself as the puck bounced off of Atano's hand. Now it'll be the other way. Here comes Gaz. Taking the shot. It's going to hit Looks like Edgegoon's head. And it bounced to the boards where Trojan has control of it and sends it back down the other way as Atano. Less than 3 minutes remaining. Here we go, folks. Strap in. The Armada are going to get desperate and send everybody up. We'll see if the Winterhawks can get chances off of that. Here comes Atano. He's going to be checked by Zach, and now it'll be Sonic trying to get it through the pile. He can't, as here comes Six Nista now with a chance. He's going to shoot it just over the net. And now the Armada are going to, at least keep somebody back, so that's interesting, as they sent everybody up last time. Almost less than 2 minutes to go here, folks. Here we go. Strap in. As Sonic will get a hold of it, he'll send it up to the boards. It's not out, as here comes RJ with a chance. RJ with a shot. It's blocked. And now it'll be cleared away, as Sonic will get a hold of it. He can't get it up past the blue line. Now he's hit. I think his own teammate accidentally hit him. And now here comes Sonic the other way. Sonic, after getting hit, takes the backhand. It's wide. But it'll kill time, as here comes Ninja Semyon now. Ninja Semyon trying to poke it towards the other way. And now it'll be Ninja Semyon once again. But Gaz will get it back here for the Armada. Time is of the essence, as here comes Gaz taking the shot. It's just wide. And that will bounce, unfortunately, a little too far for everybody else to handle, and so it'll be Zach getting it back here for the Armada. He banks it up to Rotation, and now Rotation gets it to Gaz. Passes are completed, except Edgegoon gets in the way there, and he'll send it back down the way. He says, we've hit the final minute of the third period. The Armada looking like they might go with their backs against the wall here for the first time so far in the playoffs. Here comes Gaz the other way. He gets absolutely trucked. I don't know who hit him. There's a bunch of bodies, so I didn't see who hit him. But it doesn't matter, as that one gets thwarted. Now Sauce Oil will poke it away. 40 seconds to go. Here comes Gone Wild. He's just going to dump it in. Middleman Chaos will try to send it out the other way. He can't. Edgegoon will do that, though. And Gone Wild to get it back here for the Armada. He's going to send it on. Edgegoon can't get it towards the net. There's a fan on the ice. I don't know what's going on. But he's obviously gone now, as here comes Gone Wild. 19 seconds to go. Here comes Gone Wild right through. He can't get through the pile there, as there's 13 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. The Armada running out of time. RJ can't get it back in time. Sonic will get in his way. Here comes RJ. He's checked 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. That is it. The St. John Winterhawks are 1 win away from making BMHL history. The job is not finished, but they are 1 win away from the BMHL Tier 1 Championship. Stanley Cup World, once again, was absolutely brilliant, as the St. John Winterhawks win at home again, 3-1, your final score in game number 4. We will have to wait a couple days, or sorry, game 5 is tomorrow as far as I could see. But what a series, as the Armada are actually down in a series and have their backs against the wall now, as they are faced with the St. John Winterhawks' wrath, which has been pretty much unstoppable all playoffs long. Alrighty, folks, that is going to do it for game number 4, as the Winterhawks are 1 game away from a BMHL title in Tier 1. What a game it has been. Game 5 is Tuesday, so it is tomorrow. The Winterhawks can do something nobody else has done before, and that is win back-to-back championships, Tier 2 and Tier 1. Will history be made tomorrow, or will we be coming back to St. John on Thursday for Game 6? Find out tomorrow night. Thank you all very much for tuning in. We will see you all next time. Take care, everybody.